Welcome to this app review of iPhoto for the iPad. iPhoto just launched yesterday, so I thought I'd give you an overview of some pretty great features of iPhoto. Well, if you start the app, you can see this home screen where you can look at your albums, you can look at your photos separately. Here you can look at photos taken at a specific event, or you can look at your journals in which you can show your photo collections. Well, if we stay just at the album tab, and I made an album just for this review, consisting of some photos made in the Alps. So if you tap this one, you can see the collection of photos in your album. You can browse through thumbnails here and just click on some photos to show them, or you can just slide through the photos. So well, you can just do it the way you like. And this user interface is also greatly adjustable, so if you would like to see more thumbnails, you can just slide this bar. You can see more or less thumbnails. Well, I like 2 rows of thumbnails, but well, you can see what suits your needs. It's also greatly adjustable for people that are left-handed. You can slide the entire thumbnail bar to the other side or back to the side where you want to have it. Well, one of the great features is that you also can magnify using 2 fingers. Tap on the screen, it will show a magnifier, and you can look through your photo at specific details, for example some houses on the mountainside. So further buttons you see in the top are the button for going back to the albums. You can hide or show the thumbnails. You have a help button that speaks for itself. You can undo your actions with the undo button. You can show some information here about your photo, and you can edit your photo, and well, that is one of the great possibilities of this app. You can edit your photo in many different ways. You have an auto enhance button that you can press, and well, iPhoto just enhances the picture for you. And you can look back at the original pictures with this button in the top right corner. So if you press it, you see the difference that your enhancement made. So that's pretty cool, and you can use this button for all the adjustments you make through all the adjustments you make by every photo. So you can also rotate the photo with this button, or you can well, just highlight photos in your selection, or just hide photos in your selection. So if you load these thumbnails again, you won't see a picture that you have hidden. So the first option for altering your picture is the crop and straighten tool that you can use. You can use it to straighten your photo by just sliding with this, well, circle. By tapping on it, you can see that it goes to a gyro view, and you can just slide it to the left and right to straighten your picture, well, you can undo it as ever, and you can lock your aspect ratio so that doesn't change. Furthermore, you can use this settings to adjust your photo to some standard photo formats. Well, the second option is the exposure option. You can adjust the highlights in a photo, or you can adjust the shadow of a photo, so you make more shadow or less shadow. Well, you see the photo altering. You can also influence the brightness of the photo, so you can make it pretty bright and pretty dark. Well, we'll just leave it the way it is. You can alter the contrast of a photo. Well, then we're going to the color button. There are 4 effects that you, 5 effects, oh no, 4 effects that you can apply here. The first one, the most to the left, is the saturation effect. The second one is the blue sky, so you can make skies more blue. The next one is the greenery effect, right here, and this one is the skin tone effect, and furthermore you can adjust the white balance of photo, so you can well, alter it if it was pretty sunny or if it was cloudy, or if you're in a house or with bright lights. Well, that speaks for itself. But we start with the saturation button. You can adjust the saturation of a photo by just sliding this button to the left or right, and you can see the saturation of the photo altering from, well, nearly black and white to a lot of colors. You can also use the blue skies. Well, the skies are, well, pretty blue, I think, and you can darken the sky and it becomes deeper blue. Same is true for the greenery button and skin tone button. You can also tap on the photo, and depending on the spot where you tap, iPhoto gives you options. So if you tap on a, well, pretty brown piece, then you can see that iPhoto gives you the option to adjust saturation by just sliding up and down, or you can tap and slide to the left or to the right to adjust the well, skin tone, the brown colors in your picture. And when you tap on a green spot, you can also adjust saturation, but you can also adjust the greenery. So depending on the place on the picture where you tap, it you can slide, you can adjust that specific feature. Well, the next option are the brushes. You can use several brushes. You can use a repair tool. You can use the red eye tool to, well, mask red eyes that are made by the flash of the photographer. You can use the saturation or desaturation buttons, the lighten and darken tools, and the sharpen and soften tools. Well, it's pretty hard to show, but I would like to show you the saturation tool. You can see here, for example, if you use it, then well, there comes a little way. Well, the picture becomes more saturated, and you can also, well, this was the soften tool, you can also soften the picture, and if you do it, you can see that the picture becomes blurry, or sharpen it, and it's a lot harder to see, but the picture becomes sharper. Well, you can adjust the detect the edges, or erase your adjustments. And this is an example of the help button. You can, if you press it, there will appear some text balloons showing you which option does what. So it's pretty handy. Well, the last effect that is included in iPhoto are the effects button. Well, you can choose a variety of effects, including warm and cool effect, black and white, vintage, artistic. And well, you can just select an effect, and this one's artistic effect, and you can just click on one and it will apply the effect to your picture. And well, you can choose different effects, black and white. Well, you can just add those effects to your picture. Well, if you're finished adjusting your photo, you can of course send your photo to the camera roll. You can create a journal, you can email it, Twitter it, upload it on Flickr or Facebook. You can print it, or make a slideshow, or send it to iTunes so that you can show to other people. Well, this was the review of iPhoto for the iPad. This was first review of Your Impressionz, so if you'd like more reviews, please leave a comment with the app you would like to have reviewed.